The courtroom doors opened at 9:15 in Providence, and Madison Clark walked in like the law had been waiting for her permission. 19 years old, designer handbag, phone in hand, she did not look nervous. She looked annoyed. Everyone stood when the clerk called the court to order. Madison stayed seated, scrolling, until the bailiff cleared his throat. Then she rose as if respect itself was beneath her. I have seen that attitude before. It usually enters court before the facts do. The clerk read the case. Commonwealth versus Madison Elizabeth Clark. Reckless driving, excessive speed in an active school zone, 3 failures to appear, and contempt related to those missed dates. Her lawyer stood beside her in an expensive suit, hired not to explain truth, but to keep truth inconvenient. I looked at the citation. Miss Clark, you were clocked at 67 miles per hour in a 25-mile-per-hour school zone during dismissal, correct? She shrugged. I was late. Late, not sorry. Not scared. Late. For what? A tennis lesson. The courtroom went still. Children had been crossing the street. A school beacon was flashing. A crossing guard was holding a stop sign. Madison had driven through that zone like a private racetrack and then treated the charge like a nuisance. Stay with me, because this is where entitlement stopped being rude and started becoming dangerous. Officer Martinez testified next. He had been stationed near Sunset Elementary at 3:18 p.m. He saw Madison's silver BMW coming fast. Radar showed 67 miles per hour. The car passed within feet of children near the crosswalk. He activated his lights. She stopped 3 blocks later. When he approached, she was on her phone. He asked for license and registration. Her response, according to him, was, "Do you know who my father is?" Her lawyer objected. I overruled it. That sentence was not background noise. It was the heart of the case. Officer Martinez continued. Madison said she was the daughter of Police Chief William Clark. She said the ticket would be handled internally. She demanded that the officer call her father. When he refused, she warned him that her father could have him reassigned to parking meter duty. Then she left before he finished. I looked at Madison. Is that true? I might have said something like that. I was frustrated. Frustrated because you were caught endangering children? That's not what happened. That is exactly what happened. Her lawyer tried to settle the case with money. He said she was young, that she made poor choices, and that the family was prepared to pay all fines. But court is not a checkout counter. You cannot purchase your way out of contempt. You cannot pay extra and erase a threat to an officer. Then the clerk handed me a folder. 4 calls had come from Chief Clark's direct line to the court office, 2 voicemails, 1 email, all asking that Madison's case be handled administratively instead of in open court. These contacts came after she ignored prior court dates. I asked Madison if she told her father to call. I told him about the ticket, she said. I expected him to help me. That's what fathers do. No, I said. Fathers teach responsibility. They do not erase consequences. And here is where the case cracked wide open. Madison snapped, "This is ridiculous. My dad runs half the cops in this city. He has dinner with the mayor every month. He could make 1 phone call and this whole thing goes away." Silence filled the courtroom. Her attorney went pale. The clerk stopped typing. Officer Martinez stared forward. Madison had just accused her own father of corruption on the record. Miss Clark, I said, you just told this court your father could make charges disappear with a phone call. That's not what I meant. It is what you said. Another file reached the bench. Internal Affairs had been investigating Chief Clark for misuse of office. Officer Martinez had filed a complaint after Madison threatened him and after court personnel reported pressure from the chief's office. The documents showed requests to reduce tickets, shift cases, and protect families. Then Chief Clark entered the courtroom in uniform. Madison turned toward him. Dad, tell them this is a mistake. His voice was quiet. Madison, sit down and listen to the judge. For the first time, she looked frightened. Chief Clark admitted he contacted the court. He said he had allowed his role as a father to override his duty as a police officer. That honesty mattered, but it did not erase the damage. The clerk then read prior incidents. A parking citation dismissed, a noise complaint buried, a fender bender without a report. Madison had not made one mistake. She had lived inside a pattern. Her attorney begged for leniency. She needs guidance. She does, I said. And she is about to receive it. I imposed $1,200 in traffic fines, $600 for failures to appear, a 6-month license suspension, and 200 hours of community service with a school safety program. Then, for contempt and her open attempt to use influence against the court, I sentenced her to 30 days in adult correctional custody, reviewable after 15 days if she showed remorse. Madison cried out, "Dad, do something!" Chief Clark stood, removed his badge, and placed it on the bench. Your Honor, I resign effective immediately. I compromised my office and failed equal justice. But the story was not finished. Detective Morrison from Internal Affairs revealed 17 influenced cases involving connected families, political friends, and social elites. The estimated dismissed fines and reduced charges exceeded $68,000. A later federal file showed similar coordination across nearby departments. Madison entered court thinking her name would save her. Instead, her arrogance exposed a two-tiered justice system. That day, the answer from the bench was simple. No father's badge, no family connection, no private phone call, and no amount of money makes anyone above the law.